Module 3, we are going to be talking about formatting and worksheet presentation. So in this module, we are going to learn how to format Excel sheets so that they will look clean, professional, and also easy to read. So formatting does not change your data. That's what you need to know. You format, it does not change your data. It only changes how the data looks. It changes the looks of the data, how it appears. That's what it changes. And it is very important, especially if you are working on a report in the office, managing presentation, or you're actually a data analyst. So if you're analyzing data, this is very, very important. You need to do. Okay, why must you format? Why does formatting matters? So imagine if you submit this kind of data. Let's use this. If you submit this kind of data, everything looks ugly because it's not nice the way it is. Nah, it's not nice. It's not well organized. So imagine if you do this, okay? Or if you submit a data that is not well arranged, it looks scattered, people will be even looking confused on which one is which and how how does it even, what does it even represent. So it will not be nice if you do that. So if you format, it will help you to make it will make your data easy to understand. People will understand your data easily. So it will also highlight important information for others to see. It also presents professional reports and also improve decision making. So immediately someone looks at it, it will know what will foretell or what to decide on, because the data is well organized, understood, and clear. Okay, so now let's dive in and see how to do this formatting. How can we format our data in Excel? Let's go. All right, we are going to use this data set that we already have here that we did. So we are going to format this text by adding a font size, adding a font style to it as well. So we are going to select these headings that we made do of we were using. So we are going to select the heading that we were using. So for example, this heading that we are using, so I'm going to select it. This is how I'm selecting it. I click on it and I left click and then drag to the right. So if you're using a mouse, you do that. If you're also using a touchpad, you do that. What I mean by a touchpad, this thing that you call mouse on your laptop is not called mouse, rather it is called a touchpad. So that's what you need to know. Okay, so we've selected the headings. Now under home tab, we go to home tab and then we go to font type. So this is font type. This is just like let's say an handwriting style. You would have so many people, or different people have handwriting styles. So all depends on what you would want. So that's an handwriting style in Microsoft Excel. So we'll have them in other packages as well. So we'll click on that and then choose anyone we want. We're going to use Area Black. Okay, let's just use Area, leave the black. All right, I'll use Area Rounded. Okay, I think that's better. Okay, this better. Okay, let's use that. All right, we've used that. Okay, now the next thing, we are going to increase or decrease the font size. How do you increase or decrease font size? What we are working on is already selected, so no need for selection. So we you come here to increase font size. This is font size, so you can click there. You have a drop down list of some numbers. You can select anyone, or better still, you do what, grow your font. As you are clicking, it's growing in size. So, or rather, you decrease it here, decrease font size. So any way you want and how you want it, or better still, you type exact number or the exact size you want there. I think we should increase a little bit. Okay, up. Let's decrease. Okay, that's it. Let's have 13. 3. Press enter. Okay, so that's it. It's perfect. Okay, let's it is bold a little, but let's make it a little bit bolder. So by clicking the B here, it means you want to make it thicker. The text will be thicker than the way it is. So I click on it. As you can see, it makes it thicker. It makes the text thicker, but here it doesn't really like that font size, so I change it. Okay, or the font style, so I change it there. Now let's italize some text and also underline some text if needed. So you can click here and click italize, and everything is in italic form, or you underline and everything is being underlined. So here we don't really need that, so that's why we will do away with that. But that's how to do that. So the heading, it's good. Okay, we've make it bold. We don't really want the slanting or the underlining, so we move on to the next one. The next one is adjusting column width and row heights. Okay, adjusting the column width and the height of the row. So as we did before, we've done this before, so I'm going to adjust the column width. How do I adjust the column width? I said take your cell pointer up here to the column, the cell column, and then click on the width and then drag to expand the width. So that's how to adjust the column width. Okay, so I think there is no other one that need adjustment apart from that. Okay, how about row? Take your cell pointer to there, it turns the two edit arrow, and then you drag down. Okay, so that's how to do that. So we've actually adjusted the column width and the row height. Okay, have you seen how to fix that? Okay, or you can equally double click it to auto fit. Have you seen it? Okay, let me drag. Okay, see, it has expanded more and there is more spaces here. So how can I auto fit it? Like make it's not little bit far away from the text there, not also closer. Make it moderate. Okay, so you can auto fit it by double clicking. Let me take it out. Take my mouse point cell pointer there. Okay, it turns to this two edit arrow, and I double click. See there, it auto fits that. Okay, I hope that's really understood. Okay, or you can really drag as we did before and it will lap. Okay, all right, I hope that's understood. Let's go into text alignment and text wrapping. To wrap text, what does it mean? To align a text, what does it mean? Now you can see Excel also allows you to align your text as well. So how can you align your text to make it more nice? Now you've seen this, our heading. still on our heading. See how to format our heading very well. So we select our heading. Now we want to make it nice. Now we want to align this text. By default is on the left, it's been aligned to the left hand side. So we want to make sure that it is beautifully aligned. So we're going to align it to the middle, that's the center of the text of the column. So I click on the middle alignment. I'll be seeing that it takes it up a little and then align it to the middle. So you can choose this is at the left. Okay, this top left, this is top middle. This is to justify the whole thing, but here we don't need to justify, rather we just need to do what? We need to align it to the left, to the middle, center alignment or middle alignment. So all right, we've done that. So this is the top left alignment and the top middle alignment. This is the center alignment, this is the align left, okay, and so on and so forth. Okay, we've seen that here. Because it is well aligned, you see that it does what? It hides some data there. All right, now since it has hide some data there, now let's wrap that, because we cannot afford to expand this place because it will be more wide. So for us to solve that problem, we use what is called wrap text. Okay, so how do we wrap a text? To wrap a text, wrap text will allow the text to stay inside a cell instead of it to spill out like this, instead of it spilling out, or instead of it overlapping. Rather, it will make it fit inside the cell. How do we do that? So I'm going to select the cell that has a long text, which is this one, dates employed. Then I'm going to click on wrap text. This is it, this is the option. I'm going to click on it now, and you see it is being wrapped. Then I can adjust it here, so I can bring this down, and voila, you have it. So that's how to wrap a text and also adjust the cell width and cell column. I showed you before number formatting or data types we have in Excel. These are it. Now let's see how to choose or add a currency. These are different data, okay, you entered into Excel sheet. Now let's see how to add one of the data type here. So under the salary column, we are going to add a currency, because it's a currency. Okay, it's not only number, it's a currency. Let's just format that data or the data there. So we're going to select all the data there. Then we are going to go there and choose currency. Okay, so we'll come here and choose currency because it's a currency. But as you can see, it is using the dollar sign because that's what the system was designed for. But you can still change it to your local currency, that's our naira. How do you do that? This is the launcher. We call this a launcher. So I'll take my mouse pointer and then click on it, and it pops this up. When it pops it up, I'm going to go to where I have currencies already selected. After selecting it, I go to where you have symbol over here, and then I'll click on this drop down list of symbols. So these are so much symbols, also these are so many symbols that we have, so many currencies. But what we are looking for a naira sign. So here we are going to we've seen a naira sign here, naira edo, naira fula, Nigeria, Naira Hausa, Naira Ibibio, Naira Igbo, and so on. But me, I'm an an Ibibio person, so I'm going to choose the Naira in my own language. So I choose Ibibio, and then I'll click OK, and you see it's going to change. But never mind if this comes up, it means that the cell overlaps. The cell is the data inside the cell is much more than what you have there, so that's why it is like that. So I expand it and it comes up. So that is it. So we've actually done what? We've actually added a currency by formatting that particular data. So we've added a currency to it. Okay, let's continue. Now, another thing we also do is next one by applying a border. Okay, applying a border. So now you can see that this thing is being cleared. Okay, for easier clarity. So you have that is more understood. Okay, we'll add border. That's the next thing that we are going to do now. Applying border. For us to apply border, it will help us to separate the data and make it more clearer. Now I'm going to select the entire data. Okay, select the entire data, and then I'll click on the border. Okay, the top icon here, this is the border. Okay, border icon. So I'll click here and I'll look for where I have all borders. Now this is it. I'm going to click on all borders. It's actually going to add something that looks like a table, okay, to my data set. So I'm going to click on it. We seen that. Okay, I think I should undo because I have excess data there. I selected up to where I'm supposed not to select. So I think that is okay. You click on all borders and voila, that's it. Okay, that looks more nice. But let's make sure that our headings, the border in our headings is more thicker. Okay, let the ones in the body be thin while the ones in the heading be thicker. So I'm going to click here. Okay, I'm going to thick. Let's go to where we have thick outside border. Okay, you see it's more thicker. Let me use also thick bottom border. No, okay. Okay, all right. Top thick. Okay, or better still, I can do this. The lines here, make it thicker. Okay. Okay, that's nice. So that's it. All right. So at least it makes it more beautiful. Oh, something is out here. What happened? Okay. Okay. So at least it makes it more nice now. Now let's go into the next one, applying a cell color. Now this is how to apply a cell color. Cell color actually helps us to highlight important information. To for example, you can apply a light color to your heading, and also You can avoid a very dark or a loud color, so that it will make your work very sparkling and your reports very nice. Okay, so you can add a color highlight, which is this. So you can add this to your, okay, the, this is font color, while this is a fill color, so you can add this. So I can select this and then put this, let's have this is not bad, so you can choose that. So that's how to add add your cell color, but don't make it too uh shouty. It's just for information sake. Okay, now let's move into formatting of our data as a table. Okay, Excel has a very powerful feature called format as table. So we are going to select our data, and then we're going to choose under our home tab on our style group. We're going to choose format as table. So we click here, we could choose any cell format we would want. Okay, I think let's use this. Okay, we use this. Okay, now it's telling us where is the data for the table. Is it from this to this? You said yes, and you select this. My table has headers, so if you don't select this, it will pick everything as normal data, so that it will distinguish between your table headers and your normal data entry. So you click or you tick this box. So we tick that and we say okay. All right, now here is going to add some format it as a table. On formatting as a table is going to um, help you sort, help you filter data analysis, make it have a professional layout of your data. You can see how nice and beautiful it is. Okay, so we are going to use this table a lot in our courses later. So in this particular course, in this particular module, okay, in this module we've learned how to format text and numbers. We've learned how to adjust rows and columns. We learn how to align and wrap text. We also learn how to apply border and color, and also convert data into table. So that's what we've learned in this module. So in the next module, we will start working with Excel formulas. We start working with Excel formulas. Where Excel really begins. That's where we feel more powerful. We feel that Excel is powerful. So let's see in the next module. We'll start that. If you find this video helpful, please subscribe to SME Digital Tools Academy for more Excel videos just like this one. Thank you.